I'm going to teach you exactly how to delete late payments from your credit report for free. One late payment can drop your credit score 60 to 120 points overnight. So in today's episode, I'm going to give you a 3-step process that you need to pay attention to. You need to make sure that you watch this till the end. So on step 1, I'm going to teach you exactly how to dispute and attack late payments, and I'm going to give you the actual letters that you can use. Step number 2, I'm going to show you how to ask for forgiveness if the letters do not work. And step number 3, I'm going to tell you exactly how late payments affect you and how long they're going to hurt your credit score. This is step number 1. We need to dispute the late payments properly. And what I mean by that is stop saying, I want you to delete these late payments. We do not want them to delete the late payments. I know that sounds crazy, right? We want them to reverse the late payments to be on time paid as agreed. If you use the verbiage remove or delete this from my credit report, it can cause them to delete the entire account, and we don't want that unless you're someone that has more than 10 late payments or more than 20 late payments on your actual item on your credit report. Like if you're someone that has an account with credit acceptance and you had way too many late payments, I know who you are. I've seen those credit reports. You need to delete that entire account because there's no way you're going to convince somebody to reverse 10 late payments to be on time. Is just not possible. You have to use logic sometimes. Some people think that this is going to be an overnight sensation. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a fast process. No, it's not going to be. Now we want to go to annualcreditreport.com because you can get your credit reports for 100% free once a week from annualcreditreport.com. You want to go to the actual account that is showing the late payments. You want to print that page out and you want to highlight with a highlighter the late payments that you are going to try to attack for every single credit reporting agency. And you're going to make copies of it because you want to send this in with your dispute letter. Now let me show you what your first round dispute letter should look like. Please remember, this is a template letter. You can move the actual format around, you can change it, you can put it in a different color, and you can also handwrite it. It does not have to be actually typed up. That's not necessary. So on the top of the letter, I put it in the center, your first name, middle name, last name, your full mailing address, the date that you're going to send the letter, your date of birth, and the last 4 of your social. I recently looked at my credit reports and I noticed that you are reporting some late payments that are not accurate, and I would like you to update these late payments to on time paid as agreed. I have listed the account name, account number below, along with the date you are reporting late. And those dates need to be changed to paid as agreed. So we listed the account name, account number, the date's not reporting accurate. Please fix this immediately as it is hurting my chances of buying a new home and these late payments are not accurate. And you're going to attach a copy of your driver's license, a copy of your utility bill. A utility bill can be any type of utility, gas, light, water, cable, car insurance, your car registration, anything that shows your physical address. Also, make sure to sign your letter. Anytime you send any letters to the credit reporting agency, make sure you sign it with wet ink. That's very important. If you can get this notarized at your local bank for free, do that also, because the credit bureaus are actively trying to stop people from disputing and sending them stall tactic letters stating, oh, it looks like we got a letter that didn't appear to be from you. And literally your actual utility bill and identification can be attached to the letter and they're like, oh, doesn't look like it's you. Nah, we're not investigating. This is going on right now and it's been a huge problem. So make sure you do this and you do it properly. And if you can, attach a copy of your social security card. All of this needs to go on every single round that you send out to the credit reporting agency. Make sure to send every round of your letters as certified mail. Spend a little bit more money. It's going to be worth it. Serious pro tip. We're going to dispute for up to 4 rounds. Each round is going to be 35 to 45 days maximum. And do not, and I repeat, do not send an actual forgiveness letter or a goodwill letter to the creditor before you dispute it. Because now, if you did that, they have a letter and you're admitting that you were late. Don't forget to attach your credit report showing the actual late payments on the actual account. That needs to go in with your letter every single round because that's your proof of what you expect them to actually update. So the round has ended. If they did not reverse it or you did not get a response in 35 to 45 days maximum, then we're gonna fire off round 2. Now round 2, same structure. I sent you a letter last month because you were reporting some late payments that are not accurate, and I asked you to update these late payments to on time paid as agreed. You seem to not understand how serious this is because you have not fixed this issue for me, yada, yada, yada. I'm not gonna keep reading that. So you're going to send it certified mail, you're going to sign it, get it notarized at your local bank for free, and you're going to attach your previous letter, made copies of all of these letters. You're going to attach your previous letter and the actual receipt that you sent in that was certified. And you're going to also attach a copy of your credit report showing those late payments that you attached the last time. So every round that we go, we're going to attach the previous month's payments if we make it all the way to round 4. So now we are on round 3. We waited 35, 45 days maximum. If they have not responded, or they did respond that it's accurate, it's verified and complete, we'll fire off round number 3. Round 3, same structure. Okay, so this is in fact my 3rd time sending you a letter, and this is not funny anymore. This is a super serious matter, and I need you to take me serious. There are late payments on my credit report that are not accurate, so I'm not gonna keep reading that. I'm gonna leave it up on the screen so you can actually see it, but you need to sound like a human being. You see what we're doing here? And of course, we're going to attach all the previous evidence from the last 2 rounds into this envelope. It's going to be a thick envelope, but we want this because every time you send in proof and any type of evidence, guess what? They do actually take it serious. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using Dispute Beast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created. And specifically to Wesley, Wesley's credit score went up over 226 points after just 2 rounds with Dispute Beast. And also Marcus's credit score went up 337 points after just 2 rounds with Dispute Beast. And let's not forget Richard's credit score went up 446 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. Dispute Beast is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anybody that needs to fix their credit. Last part is the most important. Again, make sure to sign your letter, make sure you get it notarized at your local bank for free, and then send it certified mail. We're gonna wait 35 to 45 days maximum. If they sent you a letter saying it's verified as accurate, this is our 4th and final round. Same structure as the other letters. This one is a little bit more dramatic. I have less than 90 days to fix an issue I found on my credit reports, and if this is not fixed, me and my children will be homeless. I don't have to read the rest of it. I'm gonna leave it up on the screen here for you while I talk. Now, it's very important you sound like a human being. Remember, that's very, very important and key. Now, we're going to print this letter off. We're going to sign it. We're going to get it notarized at our local bank for free. We're going to attach all the other letters, all the credit report, actual information that shows that the items are still late. And then we're going to send it out certified mail, and we're going to wait 35 to 45 days maximum. All right, so this is part 2. If that did not work, then you have one last option. We call this the goodwill letter. We call this the Hail Mary. We're going to go to a website called ceoemail.com. Again, the website is ceoemail.com. Do not click on the actual ads. This site is 100% free, but it is flooded with ads because whoever made this website, that's how they get paid and they maintain this website. This is the database for all of the actual CEOs of all these major lending companies. And it's actually going to have the phone number, their email address, and their address. But we want the actual email address because we're going to send a very simple letter to the CEO of the actual bank that you have late payments with. Here is your email template. We're going to put it up on the screen, same structure. Dear Mr. CEO, first, I want to thank you for taking the time to read my email, as I could only imagine that you were super busy. I have been a loyal customer to Capital One, as an example, for over 5 years. I unfortunately went through a financial hardship and I was unable to make my payment on time. I'm not going to read the rest of that because we want to keep the video actually as short as possible. But you want to sound as human as you possibly can. You can change it up, make up your own great story, or if you actually went through a financial hardship, tell them about it. Be a human being. Send it to the CEO's email, and they'll usually respond in 15 to 30 days. If they don't respond, send another email. You may have to send up to 3 possibly. Part 3 of this video, how late payments actually hurt your credit score. So take a look at this FICO score. This is directly from FICO. I'm not supposed to show it to you, but I'm going to because that's what I do. I bring you all the real information. So look at the payment history. Now remember, payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. This is why it's high impact. There's different types types of late payments and they all act completely different. We've never been able to target exactly how many points each one affects you, but there's a 30-day, a 60, a 90, and a 120, and then charge off status. You do not want that last final boss because that's the one that has the most weight and it hurts you the most. But look at the very bottom of the payment history. You can see there's low risk and high risk. In the first year, you're going to be deemed as a high risk borrower. This is why it tanks your credit score. But it takes literally all the way up to 5 years for it to lose the majority of its weight. Once you hit year 6, then it has very little. Then after 7 years, it does not matter. This is how long it takes for your score to rebound for a late payment, and this is why it's important to attack it if you can. If it's anything past 6, 7 years, it may not even be worth it for you to attack it. Don't waste your time or your money. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you watch the next video because it is about how to delete charge-offs. And don't forget, subscribe to increase your credit score.